Hey everyone, welcome to my big fat low carb diet. It is Tuesday. I have not vlogged since Thursday, so I'm about to have to do a day 5 through day 8 recap. We've just stopped for breakfast. We stopped at Chick-fil-A and I got some grilled chicken nuggets and I was fairly impressed. You have to wait a little bit longer for your food, but they were still super efficient as always. I did want some of his orange juice, a sip of his orange juice. 37 grams of carbs in it. The biggest outrage, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 42 grams of carbohydrates. Hey guys, we just crossed over,
Mississippi River Bridge.
headed to Avery Island for tomorrow's wedding for Drew and Cortland, and that is why this weekend is going to be so very hard for me. For lunch today, quesadillas that we made last night. It's not the best quesadilla I've ever had simply because it is a second day quesadilla, but you gotta make do when you're on a diet like this one. For the rest of this trip, you're gonna have to make do slowly, a little bit at a time. For dinner that night, we ate with the family after the dress rehearsal. I was worried I wouldn't be able to eat anything. They served rice with pork loin on top and some corn and green beans. So all I had was the pork loins and green beans, which was fine for me. It filled me up perfectly. When I first started this diet, I knew Saturday, December 2nd would be my cheat day because of the wedding. And the only time I cheated was during the wedding reception. For breakfast, I had a Premier protein shake and an Atkins meal replacement bar. I didn't like it. For lunch, I had salt and vinegar almonds as well as a sugar-free Jell-O. It gave me something salty and sweet. I was set for lunch. Finally, for dinner. That's where it gets a little bit bumpy. I have a little list to help me remember what I ate during the dinner reception after the wedding, and so I'll start off with how I didn't cheat. I had cucumbers, meatballs, ham, roast beef, almonds, and water, so I did good there. As far as cheating, I had 1 singular grape, 1 frozen margarita, 2 sherbet punches, 1 champagne glass of white wine for the toast, of course, and a piece of wedding cake. In retrospect, I didn't do that bad. The next morning, Miss Andy made eggs and bacon for us for breakfast. For lunch, before we headed out on the road, Mr. Adrian made cucumber salad, which is the only reason I like cucumbers still. On the road, I had a Premier protein shake, and that's what I had for lunch that day. Whenever we got back to Ruston, I wasn't very hungry, so I didn't eat dinner. On Monday, we were headed back to class, so I grabbed a Premier protein shake before I headed out, and that's what I had at brunch, as I did last week, just because of the time of my class. I didn't eat anything for lunch because I had breakfast so late, and for dinner, Nick and I cooked stuffed bell peppers. Our stuffed bell peppers had ground meat, cauliflower rice, and cheddar cheese, so they were diet-friendly. You cook all that, stuff it into half of a bell pepper, and then you stick it in the oven for 30 minutes, and you turn them, and you bake them for another 30 minutes. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I have heard of some really great recipes for stuffed bell peppers, so hopefully we'll try some more of those in the future and find one that we like better. Whew! That is the end of the day 5 through 8 recap. I will post today, which is day 9, later this evening, hopefully. I'll see you guys later. Sorry for the information overload, and thanks for tuning in.